AITA for kicking my daughter out after she called me a bad dad. I'm a 45-year-old dad and my daughter Emma is 17. I've always tried my best to be a good father, but recently, things between us have been getting rough. I don't know if it's just her being a teenager or if I've done something wrong, but it's reached a point where I need to ask if I'm the one in the wrong here. It all started about a month ago. Emma, who used to be so close to me, started pulling away. She stopped talking to me like she used to, barely responded when I asked her about her day, and when I tried to have a normal conversation, she'd either ignore me or snap at me. At first, I thought it was just the usual teenage stuff, hormones, friends, school. But after a while, it felt like it was something deeper. One weekend, she came home late, again, and I was worried, so I asked her where she'd been. She rolled her eyes and said, "It's none of your business." That stung. I know teenagers are independent, but that level of disrespect caught me off guard. I tried to brush it off, but she kept missing curfew and barely even acknowledged me. I decided I needed to talk to her. I thought maybe we just needed a serious father-daughter talk, so I sat her down last Saturday and told her I was worried. I explained how her behavior was hurting me and I needed her to show a little more respect. But instead of listening, she started yelling at me. She said, "You don't care about me. You're the reason I'm messed up. You never understand me." I was stunned. I didn't know what to say at first. I've been trying my best for years, working hard to provide for her, always being there for her when she needed me. And now she was saying these things like I was the villain. But then it got worse. She shouted, "You're a terrible dad, I hate you." And that's when it hit me. She really meant it. It wasn't just her being angry, it was like she was done with me. I didn't know what to do. I was hurt. I was angry, I thought. How could she say something like that? So the next day, I made a decision that might sound harsh, but I honestly thought it was the right thing to do at the time. I packed her bags and told her to leave. I told her that if she thought I was such a bad dad, then maybe she didn't need to live in my house anymore. I know it sounds extreme, but I needed her to understand that words have consequences. She cried, begged me to let her stay, and told me she didn't mean it. But I couldn't back down. I told her that respect goes both ways. If she couldn't show me respect, then she had to face the consequences. I know I sound like the bad guy here, but I thought it was the only way she'd get the message. I didn't hear from her for a few days. And then her mom, my ex-wife, called me furious. She told me I was being too harsh, that I was destroying my relationship with Emma, and that I should have just talked things out. Even my sister called me and said I went too far and that I needed to apologize to Emma. They both told me I was being too rigid and that I needed to soften up. But I couldn't help but feel like I'd done the right thing. I tried talking to Emma so many times, and every attempt just made things worse. Was I wrong to show her that there are real consequences for being disrespectful? Or did I take it too far? Honestly, I'm really torn about this. I'm not perfect, and maybe I should have approached it differently. But I can't shake the feeling that I needed to make a stand. So Reddit, am I the *** hole here?